coming up now.
All right.
Okay, Andre Johnson here with Deal Mastery, here with one of our mastermind members, one of our Deal Mastery students, Will Abdul. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing good.
Hey, I know you
Andre Johnson here with Deal Mastery.
I know you're bearing the elements, man. So let's go ahead and make sure that we get you inside. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk about where you are in DC. I think you're out in the Petworth area on Georgia Avenue, right?
That is correct. I'm in the Petworth area, Georgia Avenue. I'm going to flip my camera around so I can show you what's going on. So this is Georgia Avenue, intersection of Georgia and Allison, and very nice neighborhood. You know, lots of restaurants, churches, and just a really cool spot to be in.
Yeah, so I know I met you there about maybe 3-4 months ago, and we went through the property. You were contemplating whether to do a flip or to do a fix and hold, also known as a BRRRR. You know, they've coined that phrase, buy, rehab, rent, refi, repeat. So you opted to do the BRRRR, the fix and hold. So let's go ahead and walk in. It was cold outside. Get you inside. You can talk us through, you know, what you actually did with this property and what the cash flow potential is looking like now that you have increased the number of bedrooms and maximized the cash flow potential. But let's go ahead and walk in, and you can walk and talk through the property.
All right, just before I go inside, I want to show everyone a little something here that we had to do.
Sure.
So basically, from the outside, you see up top, I'm going to try to zoom in here a little bit. Okay, so my neighbor's roof, you can see is a little bit lower than mine. And basically what happened was the attic was actually about 5 feet high. And so what we had to do is we got an approval from the government, from DCRA, to actually pump that up a little bit so that way it can become a livable space. So now we're actually 8 feet inside on the attic. So now we can put some bedrooms there and put a living room up there and make that actually count. So that's how I was able to get my extra 6th bedroom, was getting that done.
Okay, so how long of a process was that to get that permit approval to pop the top up a little bit?
So basically, because it's a roof already and there's already space in there, it's not considered an addition. So we didn't have to go through the project docs to get that done. We just had to basically show that, hey, it's a roof repair and you're changing that into a living space.
All right, sounds good. So, okay, cool. So what was the importance of actually adding an additional bedroom, going from 5 bedrooms to 6 bedrooms? Why was it so important to do that?
So we did being a BRRRR that you were talking about, the program that we're looking to do, the extra bedroom actually gets you close to an extra $1,000 or so in terms of additional rental income. It might not be up to 1,000, but it is a pretty substantial amount. Close. And so that was necessary in order for the numbers to work.
All right. So yeah, so you're walking in, clearly you can see an open floor plan here. You guys have the coffin tray ceiling. So what was this first floor like when you bought the property?
Oh yeah, so basically this first floor right through the center right here was that divided the whole house. And so, you know, you'd have your main living room over here, and then your dining in the middle, and then the kitchen was a small spot on the left, and then some extra back space at the back over there. So what we then decided to do with the engineers and architects was to basically get the wall out, put some LVL beams, and these LVLs are like almost 16 inches deep, so that way it can hold the weight to be able to pan the entire length of the house, almost 20-something feet, so that way we can then open up the space to create the wonderful look you're looking at right now.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I mean, so even though you're going to be renting this, so it's a fix and hold, clearly, you know, if you decide in 3 years, 5 years, whatever it is, that you want to sell the property, it looks like you can sell this at a high retail number and not have to do much, you know, reworking when you decide to put it on the market to sell retail. So, that
was exactly the plan. Yep.
Exactly. So you're walking through from the open, you know, living room, dining room, and let's just, you know, pan in on this massive island you have there. It looks like you have some really, really exquisite high-end countertops there, and I've seen pictures of it. So I know. So you have what's called a waterfall there. Looks like a countertop is running all the way down the side. What type of countertop is that?
So this is a quartz countertop. So the
Okay.
quartz is a higher quality countertop than granite, and so it looks supposed to last longer, supposed to be stronger, and definitely looks and feels nicer for sure.
All right. And as far many people that don't do high-end rehabs may not have seen, the fact that you can run the countertops down the side of the cabinets. Do you do that for all your rentals, or are you doing it for this one for a specific reason?
I'm doing it for this one for the mere fact that in a few years, this area is going to continue to blossom, and I want to be able to just get the job done now rather than having to do another full rehab again in 5, 10 years from now.
Understood. So all recessed lighting, as people can see on that first floor. As far as the side of the building, if we didn't see it outside, this is a semi-detached, so you have a lot of lighting, a lot of windows coming in from,
Correct.
the wall that you're looking at right now. So, really, really nice, for the lighting in the house. What about the backsplash there? Just before you move it out
Yes.
of the kitchen.
Okay.
So I see you have backsplash there, above the countertop, below the cabinets. What type of backsplash do you have there?
So that's a marble backsplash, and basically 3x6. You can get them at Floor and Decor, and pretty nice. Just gives it another good taste to make it look, make it pop a little bit more.
So for those watching and thinking, oh my gosh, what type of tenant is going in this property? You're putting marble backsplash in the kitchen, you got countertops. I mean, stainless steel appliances. I mean, I think every renter in America will love to live in this house.
Exactly.
You're about to walk to the back room there. Is that a pantry, or what do you have there?
Yeah. So this was it's a toilet over here and a half
Yeah,
bath.
bathroom. Okay.
Where's my light?
All right. 2.5 bath.
Yep. So it's a half bath, and
And I know you were there earlier and of course had an inspection and thumbs up on it. So are you ready to go to a market to rent it?
yes. We're definitely ready to go to market now.
Okay. So as you pan out of here and walk towards upstairs, or you can go downstairs first, whatever you prefer.
Let's go to the basement because upstairs is 2 levels, so we're gonna be up there for a while.
All right. So looks like you finished the basement. What was the design plan in finishing the basement as you walk and talk through the basement?
So again, in order to get more rooms in a typical basement, you would want a huge living area, but here we went more for an extra bedroom. So this spot right here is an extra bedroom. If you were going to actually sell it, I would not have built this additional room over here. I'd have left the house with 5 bedrooms so that you can have a little bit bigger of a livable space down here. But here, you can still put a couch right here. Your TV wires are already set up over there, and still be able to have a nice livable space. You've got some additional storage space or an extension of the livable space down over here.
Okay.
But couldn't make this a little bit higher, but this is right underneath the porch. The porch was concrete. Didn't want to go through the whole headache of having to demo it and rebuild it. So just left it as a livable space and just kept the space open so that way it feels more like a continuation of the living room area.
Yep.
Yep. And then we come right here into the hallway and get into the first bedroom over here.
Okay.
And in order for it to be qualified as a bedroom, of course, you must have your egress window. And so egress window with a landing space for you to come out, and nice double doors for your closet. And then the basement is a much bigger bedroom, the master in the basement.
So you have 2 bedrooms down here.
So 2 bedrooms in the basement, and then we have 4 bedrooms upstairs. So 3 on the second level, 1 on the third level.
Okay, and you have a front and a back entry and exit in the basement?
Only a back entry in the basement. The other entry is just a side entry. We do have a walk-in closet in this closet right here.
But you do have a side entry door and a back entry door.
Correct. That is
Right.
correct.
Yeah, so two ways in and out. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. All right, and then is ready for the washer and dryer room. That's
Okay.
going to be getting installed pretty soon. We didn't need that installed before inspection, so that was fine. And then we got 2 washers and dryer rooms, so one in the basement and then one on the second floor, so that you don't have to go down 4 floors to get to it. And then 2 AC interior units. So this is the one that handles the basement floor on the first floor, and then there's another one on the third floor that handles the second floor and third floor.
Okay.
All right.
And while you're walking upstairs, how did you find this property?
So this property was it was actually cold calling.
Okay, and that's what we have a lot of our deal mastery students and also a lot of our deal finders doing is prospecting, good old fashioned way, cold calling, following up via text message, email, just a lot of good old fashioned deal finder strategy. So
Yep.
So
So we retained the original stairs. We just basically refinished it and cut it up a little bit to make it look smooth and neat and clean.
Okay.
Going up the stairs now.
So you kept so it sounds like with this strategy to fix and hold, or the BRRRR, you decided to, of course, provide the high-end finishes, to, of course, maximize value when you eventually sell, but you were able to cut corners a little bit some places to kind of keep your renovation costs down, like you said, with the steps. And
Correct.
looks like you refinished the doors as well.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. We refinished the doors. We kept some of the original trim in place, and then we found some of the doors that were not good. We found doors that look and match almost exactly the same in order to keep that same look going. So this was a hallway bathroom that basically you come in. So there's 4.5 bathrooms in this house, and so that's one hallway bathroom. This used to be the master bedroom in the house before. You can see it's got the window bay already over there, and as part of the addition that it had before, we changed this spot was just another little side room, like a den, but we changed it into a bathroom over here. So there's some nice touch with making sure that the floor tile matches what's inside the niche over there.
Yep.
All right, and then it's
those subway tiles. Are those subway tiles in the shower?
These are the 4x10 subway tiles.
Okay.
But if you notice closely, they're actually beveled. So it's not just the regular flat ones. It's actually got a little design to it to make it say, okay, hey, it's the master bedroom, so we're giving you a little bit more class than what you usually get.
And I saw you had the floating vanity in there as well. So really nice,
Yeah.
really nice touch. So as far as this renovation, if you guys aren't catching it, everywhere where Will has made improvements, had put a lot of money in the kitchen, as you saw, and in the bathroom, adding a bathroom, higher end touches, making a den into a bathroom, and then also maximizing the number of bedrooms. Because when you go to sell houses, people know kitchens and bathrooms sell houses. Of course, it makes it more attractive to have nice kitchens and bathrooms when you rent houses, but one of the key factors here was the fact that he increased the number of bedrooms, because your rent is usually largely driven by the number of bedrooms that you have in a house, especially if you're going to go subsidize like Section 8 or one of these programs. So, we saw the 3 bedrooms on this second floor. Did you want to go up to the top floor here?
Yep. So walking up to the 3rd floor. And this is what a wonderful space to have on a 3rd floor. Come out of your bedroom and come into your own little kids or anyone else. You can just hang out or chill out over here. Got your nice sink. My wine cooler is going to be coming in later on today, so that's going to be put right there. And you just see it's a very huge livable space.
Nice, nice. I'm assuming there's a door right there in the hallway that
There's no door into this livable space. You just literally walk. There was a door, yes,
Oh, no. I
down
mean,
on the
the
second
door,
floor.
yeah,
There
door
was a down on the second
hallway.
floor before you
Yep.
came to the third floor. Yep. All right. And then you come into the master bathroom. So this is like a true double sink, whereby the one downstairs was more like a shared double sink. This is
Yeah.
like a true double sink for the master. And then again, similar design, but instead of just a 4x10 towels, we actually put some marble towels inside this shower over here. So really, as I said, the main goal was 5, 10 years from now, it's a good, clean wipe down, or if things have changed, then yeah, lo and behold, go ahead and change the towels. But if people are still doing similar designs, then we're still pretty good in terms of what we're offering.
Well, I think you're going to be good. I think this clean look of marble and light gray quartz. I mean, this is classic. These styles don't change.
Cool. And then now I'm gonna be entering the master bedroom. I've got my guys here doing the finishing touches, so don't mind them. They're just doing their business. And so this is the master bedroom over here. It's a really huge room, almost it's 15 by 13 in space. So on that side where they're working, we have an egress window. So they just applying some vinyl on the back side to make sure that we protect the window and to protect the house from any water coming into the house.
Okay, and in case people didn't catch that, I can see you have a Jack and Jill door there for the master bathroom.
Yes. Oh, yes. So there are two doors. You can come right in from the bedroom with a nice pocket door, right? Or you can come straight from the living area, and so that way you're not getting disturbed from somebody coming into your bedroom before they're able to use the bathroom.
Super cool, man. Super cool. So let's talk through the numbers. You want to walk downstairs to the kitchen area, and let's just talk through the numbers on this. And I mean, for those of you that are watching this live or even in replay, this is a project that is going on smack dab in the middle of the pandemic. Our investors are out there, our deal mastery students are out there still doing deals. When Will and I met at this property a few months back, we talked about the exit strategy. I strongly suggested going with the high-end fix and hold. We didn't know that it was going to be coronavirus, but of course, there were signs that a correction was coming. And if you've been through various market cycles, now 3 market cycles like I have, you kind of can see the tea leaves, the writing on the wall. And we knew something was going to be happening in this election year. We just didn't know what it was going to be. No one could have predicted it was a pandemic with the coronavirus. But having the foresight to make this a fix and hold, you are now sitting in a great position, my friend, to be able to cash flow this and not have to worry about the prospects of hitting your number on the out sale if this was on the market now as a retail flips. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yep, I totally agree.
So why don't you go ahead and talk through the numbers on this? So you found this property via a cold call. And again, folks, those of you out there thinking deals aren't available right now, it's especially a time for you to be doubling down on your targeted marketing. And I think Warren Buffett has said it best: when people are greedy, be fearful. Well, now people are fearful, so be greedy. That's his quote. So I think it's going to be one of the greatest shifts in wealth, in the country now, like it was in 2008 crash. And the people that, retreat, put their head in the sand, are going to be the people saying, okay, what the heck just happened, when there's massive uptick in values, 2 to 5 years from now, when people got cash flows at discounts, like a lot of our students are doing. And so this property is a perfect example of what can be done in this market with the right, team around you. So go ahead and talk through the numbers.
All right. So yes, we purchased this property at 450,000 or thereabout, and we put in about 150 to 160,000 to try to get it to where it is right now. So all in, we're looking at 600, 610. If we were to sell it in today's market before the coronavirus hit, it would have been worth over $1 million, just about maybe 1 million, 1.1 million or 1050. But we're going to wait it out a little bit and get that number up, over the next few years. But for right now, we're going to be doing the BRRRR like we talked about, and rent in this area using that strategy is close to 5,000, and so we know that there's enough room there to be able to make this work.
So you bought it 450, put in around 160 or so somewhere around, let's just call it 6.25, somewhere around there. And so
Right.
you think you can refi somewhere around maybe 75% of $1 million in terms of appraised value?
Correct, correct. But then I don't really want to go that high because I just want to make sure that at least I cash flow, and that way I'm just not concerned about the funds coming out of this too much for now.
Okay.
Looking more so the appraised value in a couple of years from now.
All right, cool. So you got to probably refi just to pay off your loan, right? So just
Exactly. Yep.
it's kind of a rate and term refi, pay off your loan, and then look to cash flow it. What will you cash flow somewhere around? What are you thinking?
Somewhere around 400, 500, just
Yeah,
enough to be able to, get
exactly.
things
So
going. Yep.
so for those of you that are thinking, oh, well, 400, 500, that's nothing. Well, I mean, there's a trade-off. I mean, you're cash flowing $500 or so, but you have, what, 400,000 in equity, in the
Yeah.
property. I mean, you
Correct.
essentially, got something like like a 67% return, on your equity. You're in for six something and you got 400 some in equity. So
Right.
cash flow that thing, $500 a month, and 3 to 5 years, maybe able to sell it for, who knows, 1.3, 1.4, depending on where the market goes.
Exactly. And then, worst case scenario, as you said, with all that equity, if I ever see a deal that is just too good to pass through, then now I've got that equity to, jump on. As you said, Warren Buffett said, people should be buying now. So see a deal that is just so good, I can come back again, refi, get some of that money out, use it to at a low rate, use it to do the deal that I need to do, get that money, pay it back again, and just continue the cycle.
Yep. That's perfect, man. And before we go, before we went on live, we were talking about, and no need to mention specific addresses, but we were talking about how on a recent coaching call that I did, how I was recommending people be a real steward of your cash, and to make sure if you get into a project that's a flip project, even if it's a quick flip, to try to go about a strategy that that you can put out as little cash as possible. So, just let's just quickly end on the fact that, hey, you can be doing flips in this market. You just have to approach it smartly. And you want to just quickly talk about the strategy that we were just discussing about possibly doing a creative joint venture, with a would-be seller?
Sure, definitely. So basically, this house, again, another high-end house in the Northwest Logan Circle area. It would cost close to 850,000 to purchase the house, do rehab of about 200,000. That would be almost a million, but the exit price is close to 1.5, 1.6 million. I know there are not too many 1.5, 1.6 million buyers right now in the market. So instead of actually putting all my money into that, buying at 850, putting 200,000 into it, I'm actually going to do a JV with the seller, and I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm not going to pay that 850 right now. Let me go ahead and fix the house up. And then the beauty of it is,
We lost you there, Will. We lost you. We lost you. I think you muted your phone. Yeah.
oh, sorry, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you cut that, but
No, you
sorry.
said you joint venturing with the owner, and you said the beauty of it is, and then you had hit mute.
Oh, okay, sure. So basically, I think, did you hear about the pricing, about 850 to 200?
Yep, got that.
Okay. So yeah, so the beauty of joint venture with the owner is that now I don't have to put the money down to purchase the property, and then also he's going to be the one to actually pay me to rehab the property, so that way, all I'm not putting any money down. I'm working on it. He's paying me while I'm working on it, and then we share the profit on the back end.
Absolutely. And so this is one of the creative strategies that I put forth to all of our Deal Mastery students on a recent coaching call. Been through this type of market downturn. This is the third time. You can make money in this marketplace, and just imagine the type of return Will's going to get on that project by putting literally no cash out of his pocket, using his expertise in terms of construction and his skill set on being able to position a property with the right amenities to be able to sell, and then joint venturing with the owner in terms of the resale. It just takes creativity to make things happen in this marketplace. You have to take action. You have to align yourself with the right people. And this is when real money is going to be made because there's less competition. There are fewer buyers. The buyers in the marketplace right now are the pros. So make sure you align yourselves with pros. You can get more information at mastermindopen.com. We're having a mastermind session coming up in a weekend or so from now. Go to mastermindopen.com. We'd love to talk to you about your goals and how we can help you. Look forward to talking to you again, Will, and thanks for taking the time. Looking forward to talking to any of you listening in live or in replay. Go to mastermindopen.com, set up a time to talk to me and my team, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Will, appreciate you, man. Stay safe.
All right. We'll do.
All right, buddy. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.